Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Creekbox TV. Me and Tim Carroll's back here for Game 3, the Elite Eight. The winner goes to the Final Four here between Clinch County and Bowdon. Tim, we're fixing to get started, brother. Before we get started, how about you open us up in a word of prayer?
Be glad to, Alan. Thank you. Father in heaven, again, we thank you for this day, and we thank you for the life you gave us, the breath to breathe today, God, and just be able to enjoy this day. Father, we thank you for the opportunity to play this game. We pray that your hand will be upon this game today. Give us a hedge of protection for all the players and coaches. Allow us to show good sportsmanship after this contest is over. Give them travelers mercy as they return home. Father, we give you the praise and glory and thanks. Thank you for your son Jesus who died on the cross. Forgive us if we fall short. Let us everything we say and do here be in your bring glory and honor to you. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Tim, we didn't get out of here with that 11 o'clock last night when me and David run to the huddle house. At 1 o'clock before we got home. But, man, some exciting baseball. It's going to come down. Both teams chewed up a lot of pitching yesterday, Tim. You've been down there talking to a few of the coaches, what they're saying.
Well, both of them still saved one. Charlton saved their Game 1 reliever, Braden Bowen, who has been their most reliable one in the playoffs this year. They're going to bring him back in Game 3. And Clinch has got Jalen Griffiths, who is sometimes their two-starter, but they got him in the hole. So I think they got pretty good pitching to start with. After that, we may end up starting to dig a little deep. But the winner of this game is going to play Gordon Lee. They have to climb the mountain.
We got a big crowd from Gordon Lee. They tuned into Game 2 last night. I got pretty good text. I got text all the way to 1 o'clock this morning. Hey, it's an exciting game. Man, and you've seen both teams are very competitive. Nobody, like we said, if you want to win picking up pine cones, doesn't matter what you're doing. And both these teams have played over 30 games this season, and they're one game away from their season being over.
That's the sad thing. At the end of the day, one of these teams' season's going to be over.
Right.
Want to move on, but like you say, just competitive. Tale of two tapes. Pitching turned out to be the tale of both games. In Game 1, Trent Estes for Bowdon pretty well had control of the Panthers the whole game. And in Game 2, Duncan LUTZ pretty well had control of Bowdon, Clinch starter. So Game 3 sometimes are hard to figure. Last week, our Game 3 was a 2-1 game going into the bottom of the 7th. Sometimes they're an offensive explosion. Sometimes they're tight. So we'll just have to wait and see. Good, hot day today. Muggy, so fatigue may be a factor.
Well, Tim, all the games now, the games set, are there any Game 3 today in Class A? I think most of them was
I'm not sure.
Yesterday.
I'll check the bracket here if you'll.
Man, and that'll give me an opportunity. We want to give a shout-out. You'll see our commercials. Man, we got some great sponsors here, and if any of y'all would like to become a sponsor here at Creekbox, you'll give us a call at 912-550-5039. We can hook you up with that. We have LUTZ, Brown, PEAGLER, and MANLEY, Valdosta Nissan, and if you'll go over there and tell Delray you've seen the ad on Creekbox, he'll give you $500 off. Homerville Jewelers, Lolita's Snow Cone Man, and we want Lexi out there from Lolita's, and Miss Kathy, they hooked us up with some free snow cones. So them things are good today. And the Shack Cafe and Country Cabin in Pearson, Mike's Golf Cart, Burt Accounting, Camping World of Valdosta, Popeyes and the Dairy Queen, Lee Engineering, Valdosta Orthopedic, Homerville Feed and Seed, Farmers and Merchants Bank, Elite Landscaping, and Douglas Metal. Tim, they're the ones that make it possible for me and you to bring it to them, brother.
Checking the bracket, Alan. First game, Sly 8. Commerce 1, second game Commerce 11, Sly nothing.
Okay.
So third game today in Ellaville. Bottom half of the bracket, Irwin County won both games. First game 4-2, second game 11-1. Over on the other side, Seminole and Gordon Lee. First game was 11-4. Second game was not quite as close, 15-0. Of course, at ours last night, if you weren't able to tune in, the first game was 5-3. Bowdon came out on top. And in the nightcap, the Panthers pulled it out 6-0.
And we already got a text. All right, let's play ball. I'm watching on the big screen. There that is.
All right, while we got a second, I'll give you the lineups. We'll take a quick break, and we'll come back. All right, leading off, Clinch is going to be the home team, so leading off for Bowdon is going to be Luke Rainwater, your right fielder, number 1. Number 4, Ben Fortson is going to be in center. 17, Trent Estes at third. 22, Braden Bowen's going to be pitching. 50, White Karlovich at first. Number 6, Andrew Messer at short. Carter Powell, number 7, catching. Brandon Sheets, number 9, is going to DH for Mo Raymond, 21, who is the second baseman. And Wesley Scales, number 12, is going to be in left field. Panthers are going to counter with Warren Stovall leading off, playing center field. Jalen Griffiths pitching. Kyle Hendricks catching. Duncan Lutz is going to play first. Brent Kaysen at second. Josh Piegler at third. Darius Dorsey is going to be DHing for the shortstop Landon Allen. Langston Hendricks is going to be in right field, and Tom Langford is going to be in left field.
All right, Tim. Well, we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back for some Class A playoff baseball. We'll be right back.
Elite Landscape Solutions is your local dealer for Mahindra tractors, XTV utility vehicles, Grasshopper lawnmowers, Steel and Red Max equipment in Southwest Georgia. Our family-owned landscaping supply company is focused on assisting homeowners and landscaping contractors with all of their landscaping needs. We also carry a variety of bulk landscape supplies, such as topsoil, compost, mulch, and rock. Elite Landscape Solutions. We're not just all about the dirt and rocks.
At Douglas Metal and Steel Manufacturing, we only use top quality steel and roofing. And with our on-staff custom designer, we can customize your building to best suit your needs. From large commercial, agriculture, or just a place to store your stuff. And it comes with a written 40-year warranty that we'll put in your hand. It's not just quality we stand behind, but we stand on. Call today for a free quote. Douglas Metal and Steel Manufacturing. We are steel #1.
Valdosta Nissan Cadillac is the home of oil changes for life on any vehicle purchased from us, plus a 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty on all new vehicles. We have one of the largest pre-owned inventories in South Georgia, the best service department in Valdosta, and our parts department can get you anything from wiper blades to tires.
So for all your automotive needs, come see me, D-Ray, at Valdosta Nissan Cadillac, or give me a call, 912-599-9564. Go Panthers.
Homerville Feed and Seed can provide nearly all of your farming-related needs, including seed, corn, bulk fertilizer, herbicides, insecticides, and a large variety of other farm products. Evalie and Nick want to remind you that you do not have to shop out of town to find the lowest prices. Our prices are as low or lower than any of those out-of-town companies. Come by and let the friendly staff at Homerville Feed and Seed help you select the farm products you need at the lowest prices around.
You know, we face many challenges, trials, and temptations as we journey through this life, but there is good news. A very powerful man has promised us strength, joy, peace, and eternal life if we would trust in Him. If you've not made a decision to trust Jesus Christ as your Savior, I encourage you to do so, and I guarantee it'll be the best decision you've ever made.
LUTZ, Brown, PEAGLER, and MANLEY Insurance Agency is locally owned and has been a part of the Homerville, Clinch County community.
All right, Tim, we're back here. Game 3. Series tied 1 apiece between Clinch County and Bowdon. It looks like the Panthers will be the home team today.
Jalen Griffiths on the mound, pitching the leadoff batter, Luke Rainwater. Takes first pitch down low.
Man, and we want to give a shout-out. We got Mr. Adam Bell from Charlton County in here helping us today. We appreciate him helping out at Creek Box.
Fouled up the line, evens the count at 1-1. Defensive for the Panthers. We got Jalen Griffiths on the mound, catching Kyle Hendricks. First base, Duncan Lutz. Second base, Brent Kaysen. Shortstop, Landon Allen. Third base, Josh Piegler. Left field, Tom Langford. Center field is going to be Warren Stovall, and right fielder is Langston Hendricks. 1-1 count to the leadoff batter here in Game 3, just underway. Another foul ball up the third baseline, so it's a ball and 2 strikes. Crowd's starting to file in. Got a little bit earlier start, so they'll start coming in as the game goes on. They'll start getting a little bigger. Schools just releasing, so we'll probably have some more students coming. Ball and 2 strikes to Rainwater. High chopper. Jalen Griffiths fields it. Throws to LUTZ at first. The leadoff batter's retired on the ground ball to the pitcher.
And, Tim, it's going to be hot today, man. That sun is beaming down here in Homerville right here, and it's muggy. And the wind's not blowing quite as hard today.
Right.
So it's going to be a sticky afternoon here in Homerville.
Number 4 center fielder Ben Fortson is going to be the next batter. We saw his speed last night. He can run like the wind. A little bit outside, ball 1.
Oh, all right. I got you. And Daniel's out. Mr. Berrien's had some stuff to do today, so if we have any glitches, me and Tim and Mr. Bell try to work it out. We got Jimmy outside. Jimmy's the top dog today.
Jimmy is. He's the master technician. 2-1 count to Fortson.
Let's go Panthers from Miss Candy. We appreciate you tuning in, darling.
Just missed outside. Just off the corner. Going to be a tight strike zone, looks like. 3-1 to Fortson. Trying to become the first base runner.
Oh, 8 points. Yep, that'll be a walk. So,
ball just below the bottom of the strike zone. So Fortson going to bring up number 17, Trent Estes. Trent hit the ball well last night in the doubleheader. A couple key RBIs at the right time for Bowdon in game 1.
good pitch there. We see the principal of Clinch County High School, Coach Trent Hatton, sitting up there with them shades on. He better get some bullfrog sunscreen on top of that head, or he's going it's going to be blistered right there, Tim.
Yeah, he's well, that thing, they're going to have to, there's going to be a glare off that forehead.
Man, I guarantee.
He's got a lot of that dome showing up there.
Ooh.
Inside's going to make it 1-1. Fortson down at first, drawing the one-out walk from Clinch starter Jalen Griffiths.
Bowdon is black tops and white bottoms, and the Panthers have red tops and white bottoms on.
Snap throw to first. Fortson back in time. Bowdon traveled well, brought a big crowd with them. They were here yesterday, and I'm sure they spent the night being there down here.
Oh, there's
Ground
a good
ball
shot.
hit up the middle.
Good job
Landon
by the
Allen steps
shortstop.
on.
Got him.
Landon Allen steps on second, throws to first. So we played 1/2 inning. Played 1/2 inning.
And the score is 0-0, so we'll be back in just a second.
Farmers and Merchants Bank in Homerville is ready to meet all of your banking needs. With drive-through service, 24-hour ATM, and night depository, we provide the most efficient and service-oriented banking in the area. We are proud to be a part of the Homerville Clinch County community and support all Clinch County athletic teams in their quest to be the best. Go by and see Sam Shaw and all the team at Farmers and Merchants Bank in Homerville to discuss your banking opportunities. Go Panthers!
Homerville Jewelers on East Dame Avenue is your headquarters for bridal and baby registry. If you're looking for that special gift for the bride and groom or that perfect gift for the new baby, look no further. We also have a variety of diamonds, gold, sterling silver, watches, and necklaces, and can perform jewelry repair. No need to shop out of town. We can supply all of your gift and jewelry needs. Let Vicki Young and staff serve you at Homerville Jewelers, East Dame Avenue, Homerville. Come out to Lolita's for the best cold treats and hot sweets around. You'll be glad you did. Located on Highway 84 East in Homerville, Lolita invites everyone to enjoy our outdoor seating, our New Orleans-style snowballs, and fresh mouth-watering beignets. Don't forget our tasty chili dogs. For your convenience, Lolita's is open Monday through Saturday from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. Come cool off or heat up at Lolita's, East Highway 84 in Homerville.
right, welcome back to Creekbox TV. We're in Game 3 here between Bowdon and the Clinch County Panthers, and we have a 0-0 game now, headed into the bottom of the first, Tim.
That's right. On the mound for Bowdon is going to be number 22, Braden Bowen. He came in late in Game 1 and pretty well shut the Panthers down. He's going to be pitching to Carter Powell. First base is going to be Karlovich. Second base is going to be Mo Raymond, shortstop Messer.
Good pitch.
Third baseman is going to be Trent Estes. In left field, we got Wesley Scales. Center field, Ben Fortson. Right field, Luke Rainwater. First pitch taken for a strike by Warren Stovall.
Pretty pitch. Stovall down 2-0. Pitcher caught Game 2 last night, didn't he, Tim?
Did. So Bowen comes out throwing strikes. Good pitcher's pitch, just out of the top of the strike zone. Stovall down in the count, a ball and 2 strikes here. Fly ball towards center field.
That's going to get down.
For the first out. One out.
All right, that's going to bring up
Jalen Griffiths,
Yep.
number 7, the pitcher today. So Bowen continues his dominance from last night. Fly ball toward right field. Right field. There we go.
Gonna go. Oh,
Diving catch, and it gets by Rainwater. Looks like
Jalen got a set of wheels. That'll be a double.
Jalen's going to pedal into second with a double here. Ball hit down the right field line. Luke Rainwater cave chase and dove. Ball hit off the end of his glove. Clinch's got a runner in scoring position. One out here in the first. Number 3, Kyle Hendricks, the catcher, comes to the plate.
Tim, it is filling up. There's nowhere to sit now in the bleachers. They'll start filling up around back. I guess Coach Lee's going to add a runner in for the Panthers.
Jalen's going to be a courtesy runner for Jalen. Today's the day you don't want to waste his legs running bases.
No.
This heat, you want to let him rest, get some water, stay hydrated as possible, because he played both games of a doubleheader last night. Have to see who comes in as a runner.
And, man, there's nowhere hotter than up there in them aluminum
On
bleachers.
that, and brighter, because it's reflecting up.
Uh-huh.
I got Andrew Creer is going to be your courtesy runner for the pitcher.
All right,
Fly
a big
ball hit to
Kyle.
right left field. Left field. Wesley
Yeah.
Scales underneath it. Makes the catch. So Hendricks is retired on the fly ball to left for the second out. That's going to bring up first baseman Duncan Lutz. Duncan had an outstanding game on the mound in Game 2. Helped secure the victory. Runner on second, 2 outs here in the bottom of the first, just getting started. Clinch won the toss and is the home game here in Game 3, the deciding game. Big curveball by Bowen out of the strike zone.
Here comes that sun popping out again.
Good looking curveball. Good job by Duncan to lay off of it.
Three balls, Tim.
So they're aware that Duncan is the one who can stretch the field out, so they're being careful with him, throwing him curveballs. That's 3 in a row from Bowen, and having a little difficulty getting the strike zone early on.
He'll draw a walk.
Bottom of the strike zone, just a little low, so Lutz draws a walk, puts runners on first and second, 2 outs, and Brent Kaysen strides up to get in the box here. Brent's had a couple key hits last night.
And some great defensive plays.
He did, sure did.
Panthers had 3 double plays last night.
As a rule, it was a good defensive series so far. In high school, you always going to have an error or two. Unusual if you don't. A little bit low.
There it is. Pretty pitch.
Good-looking pitch taken for a strike. Evens it at 1 apiece. Clinch looking to break into the scoring column here early on.
Pretty pitch.
Another curveball, good-looking pitch by Braden Bowen. He's thrown mostly curveballs here in the first inning, I believe. 6 of the last 7 pitches have been curveballs. Ball hit towards center field pretty well.
Everybody's running. And he's going to catch it, Tim, to get out the inning.
Fortson's going to hem it up. Ball hit well by Brent Cason, but it's right to the center fielder. So we've played 1 complete here in Homerville with no score.
The Shack Cafe is now open in Pearson, Georgia. For the best breakfast and lunch buffets in South Georgia, check out the Shack Cafe. You can dine in, order takeout, or use our fast and efficient drive-thru. We have a wide variety of meals, sandwiches, and burgers. Oh yeah, and after breakfast and lunch at the Shack Cafe, drive on over to the Country Cabin Steakhouse for dinner. Just off the Pearson-Douglas Highway, we are known for the best steaks and seafood in South Georgia. And don't forget, the Country Cabin Steakhouse can host all of your holiday parties, events, and meals.
All right, Tim, we're back here. We're getting ready for inning number 2. I want to do what now? Oh, our sponsors. Yeah, I could. I'm sitting here. I'm trying to find my sponsor sheet. We got a little bit of time since we come back. We got LUTZ, Brown, PEAGLER, and MANLEY. Valdosta Nissan, Homerville Jewelers. Lolita's the Snow Cone Shack. She sent us some good snow cones out here today. Shack Cafe and Country Cabin. Mike's Golf Cart, Bird Accounting, Camping World of Valdosta, Dairy Queen and Popeyes, Lee Engineering, Valdosta Orthopedic, Homerville Feed and Seed, Farmers and Merchants, Elite Landscaping, and Douglas Metal. Man, we appreciate them sponsoring today's game here on Creek Box.
Without them, we wouldn't be here.
That's right.
Leading off for Bowdon in the top of the second, 22-year pitcher, Braden Bowen.
Pretty pitch.
That's the pitch for strike on the outside corner from Jalen Griffiths. I'm pretty full up there in that press box. I don't know what the fire marshal said the occupancy is, but they got to be getting close to it up there.
Right.
They're hunting a place out of the sun, a little breeze. A little downstairs, even to count the ball and strike.
Pretty.
Ball hit toward right center. Hit pretty well.
Back, and he's going. I think he called it, Tim. Out number 1. No,
Nope.
he got a base hit. It
Base
got
hit.
out.
Bowen hits one to right center. Single falls in between Warren Stovall and Darius Dorsey. So leadoff man's on in the second for Bowdon. That's going to bring up number 50, first baseman Wyatt Karlovich.
That was Bowden's first hit of the day.
That's right. Courtesy runner for the pitcher, I believe it's probably going to be Jalen Baker, if it was last night, number 23.
They're going to sell out a Gatorade today here.
Yeah, they better have plenty of ice to keep it cold, because those coolers are nice. But once you put them in them big coolers, it takes 2 or 3 hours for it to cool. So nobody out here in the second.
So here comes Bowden making a run now. They get a lead off on first.
Big swing by Karlovich, fouled out of play.
Y'all give us a shout out, text us, and we'll give you a shout out. If y'all know any scores around the area, let me and Tim know so we can keep everybody updated. There you go, 1-800-915-5536.
Little high, evens the count at 1-1. Down at first is
There's a
ball
shot.
hit up the middle.
That's gonna
Diving attempt by Landon
Gonna
Allen.
get
That ball's
down.
going to get through. So Karlovich with a line drive single up the middle.
Back-to-back hits for Bowdon.
Back-to-back solid singles. Bowdon in business with nobody in the second here. Nobody out. Andrew Messer, shortstop, coming up. Be interesting to see if this is a bunt situation. A pivotal game like this, you want to move runners up best you can.
I think they're going to bring in a runner. Nope, just
Karlovich, first baseman, it'd be early to sub for him. Duncan Lutz in, anticipating bunt to Messer. Messer squares, ball in the dirt.
good job by Kyle
Blocked by
Hendricks.
Kyle Hendricks to keep the runners where they're at. So it appears like Coach Vance is going to play percentage baseball and try to move the runners over with a bunt. Squaring late, though, rather than early, to keep the defense at bay. Popped up down the right field line, or first base line. Bunt wouldn't go to right field. I hope not, but it's going to even the count at 1-1.
I want to give Wade Daniels a shout out. I know Mr. Wade's watching at home. He watches the Panthers, everything on Creek Box. We appreciate him tuning in. Yes, we are live streaming the Bowdon and Clinch game.
Messer with the bunt down the third baseline. Looks like it's going to be a good one.
Oh,
Safe.
Safe. Good job.
It's a great job by Messer to push it past the pitcher. So that's going to load the bases. It was a fine bunt.
Timmy couldn't get no better than that one.
No, that's exactly where you want to put it because the third baseman has to stay home. And it was hit hard enough that Griffiths could not fall off to that side and get to it before it got by him. So Bowdon in business with 3 consecutive hits here in the second. It's going to bring up catcher number 7, Carter Powell.
No outs. Bases loaded. Bowdon trying to strike first here in game 3. Oh,
Just missed
a little
outside.
outside. Batter call time. He'll step back out. Looks over towards his coach. Oh, a little high, Tim. There's nowhere to put Devils now. Bases are loaded.
Powell ahead in the count, 2-0. Bowdon looking to get on the board first here in this rubber match. Winner faced Gordon Lee in the semifinals.
Oh, 3.
Up the mountain there and just south of Chattanooga. So Griffiths in a full-blown jam here in the top of the second. Outside corner for a strike, 3-1.
We got the NFHS. You can watch this through the NHFS on creekbox.net, Creekbox on Roku, and Fire Stick, the Creekbox app. There's a good pitch.
Good pitch by Jalen, fouled back by Carter Powell.
Jalen trying to fight back and get out of this ruckus he's in right here, Tim.
Full count here in the second. Bases loaded. Line drive hit towards second base.
There's one out.
1, 2.
Oh, he said his foot come off the bag. He's safe, so Bowdon will score 1. Panthers do get 1 out, though, Tim.
Bowdon scored on the fielder's choice. Was in time for a double play, but the ball pulled.
Duncan big
off
frame,
just
man.
a little bit.
He stretched as far as he could go, Tim.
So runners on first and third now for Bowdon. Then it's trying to turn a double play to get out of the jam, but Ball was just a little off the bag at first. And LUTZ, even though he is 6'5",
Yeah.
couldn't quite keep that toenail hooked in the bag. Now coming to the plate is the DH, number 9, Brandon Sheets. He had a couple big hits, had a long double in the 8th last night. Kind of put them in the lead for game 1. And he's hitting for the second baseman, 21, Mo Raymond. Going to second.
Oh. Boy, that was close. I was surprised to see the Panthers attempt that with a runner at third, Tim.
So, runner for Powell. Motors in the second, so they still got runners on second, third, and that pitch was a ball.
I just
No,
noticed.
they called it a strike, I guess. I thought it was a ball, but good block. Fine job by Kyle Hendricks.
And I just
Keep
noticed
that
Kyle,
thing in front of him.
he's
And now
got
they got 2-0 on the board, so
he's got shades on. So that sun must be right in his eyes. I don't know how he catches with them glasses on like that.
fly ball, fouled out of play. 2-1. Now they got 1 and 2 on the board, so we'll just have to wait and see what the count is.
Two and one.
Now they got 1 and 2 on the scoreboard, so we'll see. Swing and a miss. Well, it was 1 and 2, so that's first strikeout for Griffiths and a big one for him. That makes the second out. Runners on second and third, still with 2 outs. Number 12, Wesley Scales coming to the plate. Scales had a couple of hits last night.
First strikeout today, Tim.
Yeah.
Pretty pitch.
Good looking tailing fastball by Griffiths. Sails back inside. Catches a corner. Little high. Evens it at 1 apiece. Fly ball toward right field. Langston Hendricks giving chase.
Good job.
Makes the
Langston.
catch, but not before. Bowdon puts 1 on the board. So we played 1.5. Scores 1-0 Bowdon.
Mike's Golf Carts and Power Sports in Douglas has the cheapest prices in South Georgia and a huge inventory of new and used gas and electric golf carts and off-road vehicles. Mike's also has parts and accessories and proudly serves customers across the states of Georgia, Florida, and Alabama. Whether you stop into our store or shop with us online, we have everything you need for Can-Am, E-Z-Go, Club Car, and Yamaha. 0% financing available for qualified customers. Mike's Golf Carts and Power Sports in Douglas, Georgia. At Burt CPAs, helping small businesses with their accounting needs is our business. We have offices in Homerville, Waycross, Alma, and Baxley. Burt's professionals are ready to serve you no matter your location. We are your team for accounting, bookkeeping, tax, and financial advice. In Homerville, call firm partner Adam Toll, 912-490-7142.
You're watching Creekbox TV.
All right, welcome back to Creekbox TV. I'm Alan Hanley along with Tim Carroll, and we're live here watching the Game 3 Class A baseball. Bowdon leading 1-0.
Early action. Bowdon with 3 consecutive singles in the first to take the 1-0 lead. Josh Piegler, your third baseman, leading off for the Panthers. Takes first pitch down low from starter Braden Bowen for the Red Devils.
Good eye by Piegler.
Foul back. Pitch inside on his hands. Good pitch by Bowen.
Oh, good eye.
Tails
by Piegler.
inside. Fastball ran in off the corner. So Piegler ahead in the count. 3 balls and a strike. leading off the second. Big cut comes up empty. So Bowen comes back with a good fastball. Give us a full count. Big pop up. Like it's going to get out of play. So Piegler still alive, hanging in there with a full count. Bowen looking to retire the leadoff batter here in the bottom of the second. Clinch again won the toss. That's why they're the home team in game 3.
Oh.
Inside's going to.
Piegler will draw a walk.
He's going to trot down to first. So Clinch has got a leadoff runner on here in the second. That's going to bring up number 2, your DH, Darius Dorsey. And Darius is going to be hitting for number 10, Landon Allen, the shortstop. See, we got something going on over here. The umpire walked over to Clinch's dugout over that way.
Well, I got him a drink of water. It's hot.
I told him to bring him a hot dog. Everything's smelling
right.
good up back there on the grill. Dorsey steps back in. Nobody out in the second here. Josh Piegler just drew a walk on 3-2 pitch from Bowen.
I forgot I got to give a shout out to all the teachers here from Clinch County and administrators. The superintendent stopped by out here and wanted to give a shout out.
Teacher Appreciation Week, I think, isn't it?
That's right, man. They do a great job. Teachers from Bowdon and Clinch County.
They sure do.
That's a lot of hard work there.
It is. They're held to a high standard these days. Much testing and all there is. Dorsey lays one down.
Pretty bunt.
Down the line. Great job by Dorsey to move the runner to second. Fine bunt. So Braden Bowen runs up, makes the play, turns and throws to first. Piegler moves down to second, so we got one out here in the second. Langston Hendricks is going to step in, 22, your right fielder. Clinch with a runner in scoring position.
Pretty pitch.
Fine curveball by Bowen, falls in there for a strike. Big breaking curveball, 12-6, down over the top. Fastball right down there. It's going to make it 0-2. I say 12-6. I mean, you're looking at the clock from like where the 12 would be to the 6, straight down. So he's ahead 0-2 to Langston Hendricks, Panther right fielder. Good looking pitch just out of the strike zone, hoping that Hendricks would chase, but showed some plate discipline and laid off of that one.
I couldn't have laid off that one. That was a good job.
Pitch right on the corner. Just outside. It's going to leave it at 2-2. It's in the tight strike zone on the corners today, both ways. So just the way he interprets it. Line fly ball hit the center field. Going deep to right center.
It's going to get
Ball
by
falls.
Tim.
Ball falls. So Hendricks pedals into second with a double.
And Piegler hold up on third. I guess he had to wait to see if he dropped it, Tim.
Well, he's probably going to tag if he caught it. It looked like he contacted his glove, but the ball came out. So that's why he had to wait. He was waiting to tag to move up. So kind of a break for Bowdon there, because that would have probably been a tie and run. But nevertheless, got one out for under second and third. That's going to bring up left fielder number 1, Tom Langford.
Oh, pretty pitch.
Hendricks down at second. At third base is Josh Piegler. Curveball for a strike. Langford in hole. 0-1. Fly ball hit toward the right field. Looks like it might get out of play.
It is. Going to go foul. Right over here by the trailer. Every opportunity you get a runner at third is going to be big for both these teams today. You've got to take advantage of it. Pretty pitch. Bowdon took advantage there in top of the second to take a 1-0 lead. Panthers trying to answer back here in the bottom.
That's going to be the first strikeout of the afternoon for Tom Langford.
They're going to come.
Have a discussion about something here with 2 outs here. There's 2 runners at second and third. Back to the top of the order for the Panthers. It's going to be number 8, Warren Stovall. Hitting with 2 men on. Bowen with a huge strikeout there to get out of the jam to this point.
Stovall will call time, loosen back up. Good job by Thomas on the swing.
Curveball just off the plate, ball 1.
Tell you what, he's got a lot of movement in that curve.
He does. He mixes up his pitches a lot. Those a lot of breaking pitches and keeps you off balance, makes the fastball look a little harder. Another curveball down low.
Good job by the catcher.
He's throwing mostly curveballs so far today.
Yeah, 80% of them have been curveballs.
Two men on, base hit, pretty good speed on the bases. Might end up being 2 runs for the Panthers. Hendricks will be running on 2 out swing.
Oh! I tell you what, these snow cones are good from Lolitas, man. We appreciate them hooking us up today.
Stovall takes that pitch off the plate, heading to count 3-0.
Another ball, and that's going to draw a
outside,
walk.
ball 4. So Stovall draws a 4-pitch walk to load the bases for the Panthers. Up comes your pitcher, number 7, Jalen Griffiths. Jalen had a double his first time up. Fly ball down the right field line that Luke Rainwater, right fielder, dove for and hit off the end of his glove, fell for a double. Bowen trying to get out of this bases loaded jam. 2 outs here in the second.
Pretty
looking
pitch.
Curveball for a strike. Game 3, you got to take advantage of scoring opportunities when you get them.
There's one.
Ground ball hit towards shortstop, up to the plate.
And got it. They'll get out of the inning, Tim. Panthers leave 3 on.
So Griffiths grounds out to short to end the inning. So we've played 2 complete innings.
And we'll be back in just a second.
Camping World of Valdosta, located in Lake Park, is your one-stop destination for all your camping needs. Stop by to see your dreams of quality time with your family become a reality. Whether it's tailgating with your air-conditioned camper, taking a trip to the mountains or beach with your family, or driving your motorhome to a faraway destination, Camping World has it all. Let us put you and your family in a camper for as little as $99 per month. And remember, when you buy a camper from Camping World of Valdosta, you receive a free Elite Good Sam membership, roadside assistance, and travel assist for 1 year.
Hi guys, my name is Nick Johnson. I'm the new pastor of Homerville Free Will Baptist Church, and I just moved here with my family from Oklahoma. Boomer! Sometimes life throws you some difficult things, and when it happens, it can seem scary, almost make you feel like you're all alone. I want you to know that if God is with you, then you can make it through anything. The Word of God says that He will never leave us, He will never forsake us. He will go before us. If you give your life to Him, He'll help you make it through those difficult times, and on the other side, you will be blessed. I'm so blessed to be here in Homerville. We love the town, love the people. Go Panthers!
Since 1972, Popeyes has been serving up mouth-watering, delicious, hot, and mild fried chicken and chicken tenders from its Louisiana kitchen. You know about our great chicken, but have you tried our tasty seafood? All of our menu items come with a Southern style all their own. On your way to or after the game, stop by Popeyes and remember we can handle all your special event catering needs. Conveniently located on Memorial Drive in Waycross, Popeyes puts a piece of Louisiana in every single meal.
All right, welcome back here to Creekbox TV. We're live here, Game 3. between Bowdon and Clinch County, and Bowdon holding a 1-0 lead here in Game 3, Tim.
Bowdon back at the top of the order. Luke Rainwater, your right fielder, first time at bat. He bounced one back to the pitcher, and Stovall threw him out. Clinch loading the bases there in the bottom of the second. Not able to capitalize.
Good eye by Bowdon.
Griffiths' first pitch is a little low. So we got a little breeze back there. I don't see the tree limbs moving a little bit.
Yeah, man, that sun's hid up under a cloud.
Yeah, I don't think that umbrella's for the rain. Rainwater swings the pitch down in the zone, fouls it back over the third base dugout. So that's going to make the count 2 balls and 1 strike.
Two fine baseball teams here playing today.
Fly ball hit towards
hit.
center field. Warren Stovall camps under and makes the catch. So the leadoff batter in the third is retired on the fly out to center field. So that's going to bring up number 4. Center fielder Ben Fortson, he coaxed a walk out of Griffiths in the first.
A little outside there by Griffiths.
Same spot. Fortson goes ahead 2-0.
No, I think we're on.
Just catches the corner.
We have somebody said they can't get it to pick up. Is there any technical difficulties? Seems like we're running good here in the trailer. So if anybody else is having trouble, give me and Tim a shout out and let us know.
Line drive towards short. Landon Allen dives, can't come up with it. So Fortson singles up the middle. With 1 out here in the third, excuse me. Going to bring up Trent Estes. Hitting to a double play his first time up. He's your third baseman. He was a Game 1 starter and winner. Well, I don't know if he's a winner or not. What extra innings? I think Bowen probably got the win, but he went deep into the game. A little high for ball 1.
Go Panthers, Felicia Smith and Worth County. Let me get that back. Let me come to you right here, darling. Go Panthers, Felicia Smith and the Worth County Sheriff's Office.
Off his hands, double play ball there. Hit off his hands, back to Griffiths. Fortson got hung out to dry. Had a big lead, so a key double play for the Panthers. They're able to dodge early action here in the top of the third. We go to the bottom of the third with a 1-0 count.
Lee Engineering and Construction Company in DuPont, Georgia has been a part of the community since 1935 and is proud to support Clinch County athletics. The prayer of the entire Lee Engineering family is that our Lord and Savior will richly bless our schools, community, and nation.
You're watching Creekbox TV.
Dairy Queen is a proud part of our local communities and is cheering our sports teams on to championship seasons. Drop by before and after the game to say hello to Mr. Ash and his entire crew and enjoy the full Dairy Queen menu, including our famous grilled burgers, artisan-style sandwiches, and chicken strips. Cool off with our renowned smoothies, slushies, malts, and iced coffees. Try our fabulous desserts and take an ice cream cake home for that special occasion, or just to treat the family. Dine in or take out at Dairy Queen locations in Homerville, Blackshear, Folkestone, and Fernandina Beach. See you at the DQ. Valdosta Orthopedic Associates has been setting the standard in South Georgia for quality orthopedic and medical care for over 25 years. We don't get to choose when injury or illness will strike, but when they do, the board-certified physicians here will work hard to make sure you recover as soon as possible. Remember, Valdosta Orthopedic Associates has a walk-in clinic where you can get help quick, and special bumps and bruises clinic where middle school and high school athletes can get the best of treatment, even on Saturday mornings after the game. Valdosta Orthopedic Associates, Valdosta, Georgia.
All right, good evening. Welcome back to Creek Box. We're here at the bottom of the third with Bowdon leading 1-0.
Kyle Hendricks, leadoff hitter, catcher for the Panthers. First inning, Kyle was up. Kyle hit a fly ball to the left fielder, ball in the dirt. Heading the count, ball and no strikes. Fly ball high in the air. Second baseman Mo Raymond calls for it. Makes the catch.
We have a text in. Sly's up 5-1 in the fifth. Thank you, Candy, for keeping us updated on that.
So if Sly were to win, that means Irwin County would have to travel to Ellaville to play Sly next week in one of the semifinal matchups.
It's a good ride from anywhere Sly is.
The winner of this game will be climbing the mountain.
There goes Duncan's going to hit a
curveball, popped up to the shortstop for the second out. So 2 pitches and 2 outs as Braden Bowen continues the lockdown of Clinch County bats. 17, Brent Casey, your second baseman, steps in. Brent's flying out to center field his first time up. Hit a long drive that was run down by Ben Fortson in the first to end the inning.
A little outside. I know Brent's papa's probably watching over in Nashville. He doesn't miss Creek Box. Bappy and Bonnie's watching from Fargo. Proud of our Panthers. Josh Griffiths, Uncle Bap, and Aunt B are so proud of you. Roll, Red, roll.
Taken for ball 2 by Kaysen. Swing and a miss.
Good cut, good pitch, though.
It was. Bowen has done an outstanding job. Not only today, but yesterday as well, and ended up catching game 2 last night. So that fellow there's line drive to the left. Looks like it may fall for a hit, and it does. So Wesley Scales rounds it up and throws into second, but Brent Kaysen
comes up with a big hit.
It's a hit for the Panthers. So Panthers got a 2-out single. That's going to bring up Josh Piegler, your third baseman.
The pride of Manor. Josh, a gritty player for the Panthers.
I guess that makes him a Manorite, huh?
Yeah, that's right. Good pitch.
Outside corner for a strike. Was a good pitch by Bowen.
I know it's loud behind you. Can see all the students standing up, shakers and all that going.
Snap through the first. Kaysen back in time. Pretty good move by Bowen.
That was.
Upstairs, snap through the first. Back in time. Vince Kaysen, Carter Powell trying to catch Kaysen with a big lead, but slides back ahead of the tag. Head first dive.
Oh, man.
Inside.
Ooh, that was close.
Just around the plate. Another good curveball by Bowen, but a little off the plate.
Good job by Piegler.
Piegler with a good eye makes it 3-1.
He took one in the middle of the back last night.
He did, right between. He's 1.1 instead of 11.
That's right. Good eye by Piegler.
Downstairs, ball 4, so Piegler draws a 2-out walk. So Clinch with 2 men on base here in the third. Bottom of the third in this game 3 rubber match. Winner going to the semifinals. Bowdon leading 1-0. That's going to bring up Darius Dorsey, your DH. He's going to be hitting for number 10, Landon Allen, the shortstop. Darius had a sacrifice bunt, his first at bat.
Panthers left the bases loaded last inning. Have 2 on this inning, so
Big curveball.
that was a pretty pitch.
Foul back out of play. So Dorsey in the hole. 0-2 and 2 curveballs from Bowen. Bowen's got a fine curveball. He's able to throw it for a strike, too, so that makes it even more difficult.
We got a shout, good luck, Panthers, from the Mets in Hazelhurst. Good to be able to watch the too tired to make the trip. Got home late from Social Circle. Did they win last night, Tim?
Carter Powell, good block in the dirt. Curveball a little low. Yeah, they swept Social Circle, so I'll check the bracket here in a minute and find out where they're going for the semifinals. They made the semifinals last year.
Man, they
got
did.
beaten a tough 3-game match over in Berrien County with the Rebels. Dorsey comes up empty on the high fastball. So Bowen able to pitch out of trouble here in the bottom of the third. So we've played 3 complete in Homerville. Bowdon 1, Clinch nothing.
Elite Landscape Solutions is your local dealer for Mahindra tractors, XTV utility vehicles, Grasshopper lawnmowers, Steel and Red Max equipment in Southwest Georgia. Our family-owned landscaping supply company is focused on assisting homeowners and landscaping contractors with all of their landscaping needs. We also carry a variety of bulk landscape supplies, such as topsoil, compost, mulch, and rock. Elite Landscape Solutions. We're not just all about the dirt and rocks.
At Douglas Metal and Steel Manufacturing, we only use top quality steel and roofing. And with our on-staff custom designer, we can customize your building to best suit your needs. From large commercial, agriculture, or just a place to store your stuff. And it comes with a written 40-year warranty that we'll put in your hand. It's not just quality we stand behind, but we stand on. Call today for a free quote. Douglas Metal and Steel Manufacturing. We are steel #1.
Valdosta Nissan Cadillac is the home of oil changes for life on any vehicle purchased from us, plus a 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty on all new vehicles. We have one of the largest pre-owned inventories in South Georgia, the best service department in Valdosta, and our parts department can get you anything from wiper blades to tires.
All right, Tim, we're back here in the top of the 4th. Bowdon leading the Panthers 1-0. Excuse me.
22 leadoff batter for Bowdon. That's going to be pitcher Braden Bowen. Hits the
good
ball to
shot.
left center. Ball hit pretty strong.
That's going to fall, Tim. 5 hits today for Bowdon.
Bowen's on with his 2nd hit. Okay, he had a base hit back in the 2nd inning.
We got a shout out from Lolita's. Said, go Panthers. Y'all need a good cold snow cone, go out there, they can hook you up.
Looked on the bracket, Jeff Davis is going to play the winner of the winner of Bleckley and Bremen. Bremen's a 1 seed, Bleckley's a 4 seed, so if Bleckley wins, it'll be in Hazelhurst. If Bremen wins, I'm not sure, have to determine where do we play. Number 50, Wyatt Karlovich steps in. Karlovich had a single back in
Bowdon's going to steal and
the
get
second.
over the 2nd.
Ball get away from the catcher a little bit.
Yeah, went off to the right. And Little Roger's son played, man, he's a great baseball player.
He's committed. He's a junior. He's committed to Jacksonville University.
All right, man.
Wish Roger had him here. We could certainly use him.
Guarantee you. His aunt runs Jabbers here, Miss Amanda, that does a
Another
great
ball
job.
gets away, but
They'll hold him on. That's
Jalen Baker was headed back to the bag. Thought the ball was caught, so Karlovich ahead in the count, 2-0.
A little outside. 3 balls and no strike. Runner at second. Here in the top of the fourth, Bowdon trying to add to their lead. Pretty pitch there by Griffiths. Tim, if Bowdon wins, Gordon, Lee, and Bowdon's in the same region.
They are.
So they played probably 2-3 times at least.
I think, if memory serves me right, I think games were fairly close. Maybe I'm trying. I'm not sure. I hate to. Ball hit toward right field.
That's going to get
Looks
out.
like it's going to get it. The ball probably going to fall. Looks like it does.
It does.
Gets away from Hendricks.
Oh, that's going to move the runner to third for Bowdon and be another hit. That's hit number 6 today for the Devils.
Karlovich with his second hit. He's 2 for 2 on tonight. And that's going to move Baker over to third. So first and third, nobody out here in the fourth. Bowdon looking to add to the lead.
No outs. There's a bunt.
There's a bunt.
Pretty bunt.
First bunt.
Oh, great job by Griffiths to get out at first.
It was a fine bunt by Messer, but that bunt allows Jalen Baker to score with the second run of the evening. That's going to move Karlovich down to second, so Messer does his job with a sack bunt that scores a run.
2-0 now.
Carter Powell, your catcher, up with 1 out here. Bowdon picked up the second run. Pitch a little outside.
Now when this game 3 fatigue, you're going to start fitting in, Tim. We're getting late in the game now.
Well, the book on Bowdon was that ball's hit deep to left.
It is deep
to left.
back,
That ball's going to
off the
short hop
wall.
the fence. That's probably going to score.
That's going to be a double, and that will score another
That's
run.
going to score Karlovich from second. So Carter Powell pounds one to left field over Langford's head for a double.
Go Panthers from the speedy Jada White. Darling, we appreciate you tuning in. Tim, and that makes it 3-0 now, Bowdon.
3-0. Carter Powell hit that ball almost out of the park, short hop the fence. Coach Douglas coming in to doing something to try to
Wonder if he's going to
stop
make a
the
change.
momentum. That's Bowdon's 6th hit, I think, isn't it, Alan?
Yeah, well, no, that's their 7th.
7th, okay.
Yep. And that one, Tim, with the one hop to the fence, brother.
Yes, it was.
So Bowdon smelling blood here and trying to jump on the Panthers. No out. Well, 1 out, excuse me. Runner at second.
That's going to bring up number 26. I think, is a hitter for Sheets. 26 is going to be Kyler Cole.
Oh, so we got
Coming
a
off the
sub.
bench. Sheets was the DH, so.
Pretty
Takes
big.
first pitch for a strike.
When that sun pops back out and it's getting hot. Or hotter.
A little low on the way. He was a count at 1-1. We'll make it 2-1. Bowdon with a 2-run inning here, looking to add more to it. 1 out, runner on second. After Carter Powell's big double. Ball hit toward the right field, down the right field line, out of play. Running for Powell down at second is number 3. Courtesy runner is going to be Brady Intrican. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right. He was a runner in yesterday's doubleheader as well. Ball hit
and
toward
another
left field pretty deep. Tom Langford giving chase.
Got it.
Makes the catch on the line for the second out, but the ball hit well.
It was, Tim.
So Bowdon making real good contact here in the fourth. Every ball they've hit's been hit pretty
Man,
sharply here.
I thought that one jumped off the bat and it could be gone.
And I thought it might be a double down the line. That's going to bring up 12 Wesley Scales, your left fielder, and he's been a tough out as well. Bowdon's bats have woken up here early on in this third game. Ground ball hit back up to short. That ball is going to get through.
Out.
Throw from Stovall to the plate. They're going to hold him.
Oh.
That's probably going to allow Scales to get the second, possibly.
2, 4.
Nope, he held it first. That's a solid base hit up the middle from Scales.
And that's 8 hits.
If it hadn't been for a fine throw by Warren Stovall, Brady Entrican probably would have scored. So they're back at the top of the order.
Panthers needing one
Luke
out.
Rainwater
GetIden in here,
trying
Tim.
to get out of here, keeping it at a 2-run inning.
Time. That's got to be aggravating when you're a pitcher and they pull out the last.
Well,
second.
you're not sure that they don't have to. Umpire does not have to grant them time. So sometimes, more times than not, they will, but sometimes they don't. A little outside.
Yeah, we've seen that
Rainwater.
once this year. The batter stepped out and they went ahead and pitched it, and it was a strike right down the middle.
Rainwater 0 for 2 today. Ground out to the pitcher and a fly ball to center field.
Some of them
On the corner, going to
Tim.
leave it 1-1.
They melting up in them bleachers up there.
Your tail will be melting on that hot metal.
I guarantee you. Oh, did he
On
come
the
around?
corner,
Got him.
great pitch.
That was.
Ball and 2 strikes. Just on the inside corner to Luke Rainwater. Griffiths looking to shut the damage down here at 2 runs here in the top of the fourth.
Rainwater's a great baseball player for Bowdon. Oh,
Curveball
boy.
just inside, just
Man,
missed.
I don't know how it missed him.
Yeah, I don't either. I thought it might have clipped his belt, but
Hey.
that's going to make it 2-2. That would have been huge if he would have been hit. That would have.
Yeah, if it had been Josh Lee, he fell out and rolled around on the dirt.
Snap throw to first. Back in time. Scales beats the throw back. Yeah, Josh would want to call an ambulance, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Little high.
Full count now, Tim.
Runner at first will be going. Runner at third will be holding up. So any ground ball is going to have to be fielded and thrown quickly because the runner's going to have the advantage. Popped up down the third baseline. All right, well, now Scales is taking second base. So they got runners on second, third, so won't be anybody going on the pitch. But they will be going on contact.
Oh, and that'll be a walk, Tim.
Just inside.
That's going to load the bases.
Looked like similar to the same pitch that was called a strike, but it must have been a little farther inside. And Griffiths' ball usually runs back a little bit, but it must have broken around the plate. Number 4, Ben Fortune, center fielder, comes up with the bases loaded.
We got a shout out to Jalen Baker for
Takes a
scoring
strike.
our second run. I'm the biggest Red Devil fan, and this is from Garrett Gray. All right, Joe Allison.
Ball hit the center field pretty deep. Pretty deep. Not sure. That ball's going to, oh, what a dive.
What a catch.
Stovall with a diving
Great
catch.
job.
Probably saved 3 runs. Warren Stovall with a tremendous catch on a drive by Ben Fortune to center field for the third out of the inning, but not before. Bowdon adds 2 more, so we played 3.5. Bowdon leads 3-0.
Homerville Feed and Seed can provide nearly all of your farming-related needs, including seed, corn, bulk fertilizer, herbicides, insecticides, and a large variety of other farm products. Evalie and Nick want to remind you that you do not have to shop out of town to find the lowest prices. Our prices are as low or lower than any of those out-of-town companies. Come by and let the friendly staff at Homerville Feed and Seed help you select the farm products you need at the lowest prices around.
All right, Tim, we're back here in the bottom of the fourth. Panthers trail Bowdon 3-0. Winner will go to the Final Four.
Bowdon putting on a hitting clinic so far with 9 hits through 3 innings. 3.5 innings, excuse me. So they're hitting the fat part of the bat a bunch of the times. On the flip side, Braden Bowen, right-hander for Bowdon, has pretty much kept Clinch at bay, giving up a couple hits, I think. And
we got a shout out from Joe Allison from Bowdon, Let's Go Devils, and Reggie Davis.
22, Langston Hendricks, right fielder, going to be leadoff hitter for the Panthers.
Pretty
Paints
pitch.
the outside corner for a strike. Bowen has had tremendous control, as he showed yesterday. He is, like he's broken a sweat out there. Curveball tapped on the ground towards second. Mo Raymond.
Oh, he'll bobble it.
Mo Raymond can't come up with it cleanly.
Langston will be safe down at first.
So got an error on the second baseman. Langston is on. That's going to bring up number 1. Tom Langford, your left fielder.
I think Thomas struck out his last at bat.
He did. Thanks for the leadoff runner on here, looking to try to answer Bowdon's offensive show so far. Hadn't been for a fine catch by Warren Stovall with the bases loaded. It would have possibly been more.
Oh,
fine. Wesley
catch.
Scales with a fine catch in left field on a line drive by Tom Stovall. Going to get the first out of there. Stovall hit that well, but Scales got a good break on the ball and made a fine catch. So Hendricks has to backpedal to first. Back at the top of the order now. 8, Warren Stovall, your center fielder. He'll be stepping in the plate. He walked and has flown out to center field and his 2 at bats. Big curveball, and again, Bowen continues to throw that thing for a strike. Almost, probably 80% of the time, when you say, Alan?
Yeah.
Throws it and throws it for a strike. Another one in the dirt, good block by Carter Powell. 1-1. Bowdon has been solid up and down the lineup. Offense kind of got a little sleepy in game 2, but they've awakened here in game 3. Curveball outside for 2-1 count. Throw down to second. Hendricks is going to get in there with a stolen base.
And I think he's hurt his ankle or something. Jeremy's going to run out
Going out to check on him, see how he is. I think he's going to be all right.
Yeah, he's tough.
May have jammed it a little bit sliding into second.
Oh, well, I think he hurt it a while ago on first. Tweaked it a little bit and probably he's just going to walk it off. He's not going to come out.
No, if he can play defensive end for 15 games,
yeah.
I think he can take one slide into second.
That's right.
He played center 3 years before that, so a little bit of pain that doesn't bother him. 2-1 count on Stovall at the plate. Attempts at a runner scoring position. 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. Ground ball hit towards short. Messer going to make the
Got
play.
him at third. Good job by Bowdon. Great job. And he was out. It was a good play. Langston thought he slid in up under it, but great play by Bowdon. Get the lead runner off, Tim. That's 1 out. Nope, that's 2 outs now.
2 outs, so Stovall cut down. Good play by Messer to throw ahead of the runner. So Stovall was thrown out.
No, Langston was thrown out.
I'm sorry. Has been thrown out for the 2nd out. And Stovall's going to reach first on a fielder's choice. So scoring opportunity thwarted by fine defense by the Red Devils. That was a heads-up play by Messer to field it and throw to third.
Now the coach comes out. Man, I tell you what, Bowdon's pitching has been great today. He hadn't probably thrown 50 pitches, Tim.
And thrown a whole lot.
Not many. Defense has been great today for Bowdon.
Jalen Griffiths, number 7, your pitcher, at the plate now. 2 outs. Checks the runner at first.
Pretty pitch.
Right down the pipe for a strike.
Boy, it's hot out there now. I think Coach Lee. Well, we got a timeout, Tim.
He's got some question about probably the move at first, I suppose. I think of. Not sure what the stoppage is for, but I think we're fixing to get back in action here.
Loud there behind home plate. It hadn't phased the pitcher for Bowdon not one bit.
No, he's all business now. He's as cool to customers you're gonna see. He hadn't seen him show any emotion the entire series.
Just shows you the competition of that region that they're in up there, man. It's a great region that they come from.
He caught game 2 and took a foul tip on the shoulder. That's about the only emotion I've seen. Raymond can't come up with it. So that means that Griffiths is safe. We're going to call that a single. That ball's hit to Raymond's left. He couldn't get to it. So
you're going to call that a hit?
Yeah, that was going to be a tough play because he's going to have to turn his back and throw to second or throw off balance to first. So we're going to credit Griffiths with a base hit there. It might be generous, but that's what we're going to do. Would have done it either way there. So with 2 men on now, Kyle Hendricks strides to the plate. Clinch with a
tying runs at the plate now for the
Panthers. Opportunity here in the 4th. Looking to try to cut into the 3-0 lead that Bowdon has amassed so far.
Pretty pitch.
I'm not sure that Bowen wanted that one right there, but he got away with one as that ball was pretty well in the wheelhouse.
Kyle's behind. 2-0 now.
0-2. Wouldn't be surprised to see that big breaking curveball from Bowen here.
He can throw about anything now.
He can. He's been able to throw it for a strike a large portion of the time. Fastball, high chopper.
And
right at the bag, and Messer steps on it for the 2nd out. Or 3rd out, excuse me. So Bowen does a good job to pitch out of trouble. We've played 4 complete here in Homerville. Bowdon with a 3-0 lead.
We face many challenges, trials, and temptations as we journey through this life, but there is good news. A very powerful man has promised us strength, joy, peace, and eternal life if we would trust in him. If you've not made a decision to trust Jesus Christ as your Savior, I encourage you to do so, and I guarantee it'll be the best decision you've ever made.
LUTZ, Brown, PEAGLER, and MANLEY Insurance Agency is locally owned and has been a part of the Homerville, Clinch County community for many years. We make it a priority to know our clients on a personal basis and take pride in customizing insurance coverage for the particular needs of each customer. We offer all lines of insurance, including auto, home, business, life insurance, annuities, and bonds. LUTZ, Brown, PEAGLER, and MANLEY Insurance Agency, East Dame Avenue, Homerville. Go Panthers!
Farmers and Merchants Bank in Homerville is ready to meet all of your banking needs with drive-through service, 24-hour ATM, and Night Depository, we provide the most efficient and service-oriented banking in the area. We are proud to be a part of the Homerville Clinch County community and support all Clinch County athletic teams in their quest to be the best. Go by and see Sam Shaw and all the team at Farmers and Merchants Bank in Homerville to discuss your banking opportunities. Go Panthers!
Homerville Jewelers on East Dame Avenue is your headquarters for bridal and baby registry. If you're looking for that special gift for the bride and groom or that perfect gift for the new baby, look no further. We also have a variety of diamonds, gold, sterling silver, watches, and necklaces, and can perform jewelry repair. No need to shop out of town. We can supply all of your gift and jewelry needs. Let Vicki Young and staff serve you at Homerville Jewelers, East Dame Avenue, Homerville. Come out to Lolita's for the best cold treats and hot sweets around. You'll be glad you did. Located on Highway 84 East in Homerville, Lolita invites everyone to enjoy our outdoor seating, our New Orleans-style snowballs, and fresh mouth-watering beignets. Don't forget our tasty chili dogs. For your convenience, Lolita's is open Monday through Saturday from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. Come cool off or heat up at Lolita's, East Highway 84 in Homerville.
All right, welcome back to Creek Box TV. We're here, Class A, Elite 8. Bowdon leading the Panthers 3-0 here in the top of the fifth.
Leading off for Bowdon is Trent Estes, third baseman. He's hitting to 2 double plays so far today. Can't do it today. He's the leadoff batter. Line drive hit towards second. Brent's casing up with it.
Got him.
Records him for the first out. Braden Bowen, pitcher number 22, comes to the plate. He's 2 for 2 with 2 base hits today. Takes the curveball upstairs high.
Oh, there's a shot.
Fouled out of play down the right field. It's going to even the count at 1-1.
Man, I was right on the end of the bat, Tim. Bowdon has been close to getting some hit out of the park today.
Little high. Makes it 2-1.
We catch up some of. We got a shout out to Langston, Jalen, Kyle, friend from Aunt Kim and Uncle Gerald, watching from Candler in Savannah, Georgia. All right.
Foul back out of play. That one taken a little bit high. So full count to Bowen here. 1 out in the top of the fifth. Pop up. It's going to stay in place. It's going to be down the right field line over by first. LUTZ gives chase. I think it bounced off the top of the dugout. Hit up there in the big oak tree one.
We want to give a shout out to Lolita's for providing us with some cold snow cones, and they're good on a day like today because it is hot.
Bowen takes high for ball 4.
So 1 out. Get the runner
One out,
on.
1 on. Now White Karlovich comes to the plate. He's had back-to-back base hits as well.
They're going to sub a runner here, Tim. Nope, they're just changing
Changing balls, checking balls down. That ball came off the top of the dugout, so that the shingles may have scratched it up a little bit.
Nope, I just seen there's Brent's Papa right there, right behind home plate. So he made it to the game today, Tim.
That's good. Ground ball fouled out of play by Karlovich. They call him Bowen. I guess it's 3-2. I thought it is a walk, but I guess not. Unless they called that pitch illegal, ground ball hit the short. Landon Allen Makes the throw to first.
Good job.
So Bowen is retired. I'm not sure unless they called time before the pitch to check the ball as it came off the dugout, but
I bet that's
works
what
in
they did.
Clinch's favor. So because Bowen is retired for the first time today with a ground out. So now Karlovich is going to hit with 2 outs. So
He's done a great job today for
he
Bowdon.
certainly has. Karlovich again had 2 back-to-back singles, 1 in the second, 1 in the back in the fourth, 2-run fourth.
Ooh.
Ball fouled out of play.
Jalen's pitch count's probably getting on up there pretty high, Tim. He's probably up above 80, I imagine, isn't he?
More than likely.
Bowdon's got 3, 6, 8 hits today. So
Big curveball fouled off. Good looking pitch by Griffiths. Griffiths still doing a good job. They've banged it around a little bit, but he's hanging tough so far here in the 5th. Only down 3, and it could be fine catch by Langford there at the end of the 4th with bases loaded. 2 outs. Ball hit out of play to limit the damage.
I want to give a big shout out to Jonas. You see him standing up at the top of your right screen. He hadn't set down none during the game. He's rattled them bottles and cups the whole game. Oh.
Pitch stayed a little bit high. Still a ball and 2 strikes. 2 outs here in the 5th. White Karlovich, first baseman for the Bowdon Red Devils. Fouled out. Karlovich doing a good job just hanging in there. Looking for a pitch he can put in play somewhere.
All right, I got to shout out Homerville just isn't a football town anymore. Proud of Landon and all the boys on their season. Olin and Jesse Hewlett, Hayhire, Georgia.
Good fastball. Karlovich chases it, comes up empty. So big strikeout for Jalen Griffiths here to end the 5th. We played 4.5 here in Homerville. Bowdon leading 3-0.
The Shack Cafe is now open in Pearson, Georgia. For the best breakfast and lunch buffets in South Georgia, check out the Shack Cafe. You can dine in, order takeout, or use our fast and efficient drive-thru. We have a wide variety of meals, sandwiches, and burgers. Oh yeah, and after breakfast and lunch at the Shack Cafe, drive on over to the Country Cabin Steakhouse for dinner. Just off the Pearson-Douglas Highway, we are known for the best steaks and seafood in South Georgia. And don't forget, the Country Cabin Steakhouse can host all of your holiday parties, events, and meals. Mike's Golf Carts and Power Sports in Douglas has the cheapest prices in South Georgia and a huge inventory of new and used gas and electric golf carts and off-road vehicles. Mike's also has parts and accessories and proudly serves customers across the states of Georgia, Florida, and Alabama. Whether you stop into our store or shop with us online, we have everything you need for Can-Am, E-Z-GO, Club Car, and Yamaha. 0% financing available for qualified customers. Mike's Golf Carts and Power Sports in Douglas, Georgia.
Okay.
All right, Tim, we're back here, top of the 5th. Panthers oh, I'm sorry.
Clinch home team.
Yeah, okay, all right.
Bottom of the 5th, Duncan Lutz leading off for the Panthers here.
I missed something somewhere, man. Okay, you're right. I forgot to circle in my 5th. There we go. Panthers trail 3-0. Duncan trying to get something started for the Panthers.
Bowen continues to pound that strike zone with a curveball for a strike. Another big curveball grounded to short. Long throw. Messer.
Got him.
Fine play by Messer. The shortstop records Lutz.
I tell you what, they're about as good as an infield as I've seen all year. They do not make many mistakes.
No, Messer's done a great job at short. He's probably had 12, 14 chances, and I don't think he's made a bad throw, a bad play yet, has he? Through the series. Cason's coming up. Branch Cason, second baseman, hitting with 1 out. Again, Braden Bowen continues to keep Clinch County off base, off stride, off balance with that big curveball and mixing in a fastball every now and then. But he's thrown the majority curveballs today, and he's been very successful. I think the Panthers only had a couple hits so far.
Believe in you boys. Keep fighting hard. Let's go Big Red. Shout out.
Hit down the right field line or first base. Karlovich comes over, camps under in foul territory, makes the catch. So Caisson's retired on the pop up to first for the second out in the fifth. That's going to bring up 11, Josh Piegler.
The pride of Manor.
Clinch offense never getting off track so far today, and that's due to Braden Bowen, who's pitched a masterful game so far. Another big curveball, swing and a miss.
Give a shout out to my niece. You see her sitting right there,
0-2.
Brianna.
Yeah.
Christiana, right behind little George Raymond.
And George Raymond's mama, that Miss Jean.
Jean.
Wow, what a good curveball. Just taken outside for a ball. That's as good a two-strike curveball as you can throw, folks, right there. Late breaking curveball. Piegler just tries to stay alive, fouling that thing off.
Frankie says we're going to have to stop showing that Shack Cafe buffet. It's making him hungry. It does look good, doesn't it, brother?
Swing and a miss. So Bowen comes back with a fastball up in the zone and able to strike out Josh Piegler to end the fifth. So we played 5 complete here in Homerville. Bowdon with that 3-0 lead.
At Burt CPAs, helping small businesses with their accounting needs is our business. We have offices in Homerville, Waycross, Alma, and Baxley. Burt's professionals are ready to serve you no matter your location. We are your team for accounting, bookkeeping, tax, and financial advice. In Homerville, call firm partner Adam Toll, 912-490-7142.
You're watching Creekbox TV.
Camping World of Valdosta, located in Lake Park, is your one-stop destination for all your camping needs. Stop by to see your dreams of quality time with your family become a reality. Whether it's tailgating with your air-conditioned camper, taking a trip to the mountains or beach with your family, or driving your motorhome to a faraway destination, Camping World has it all. Let us put you and your family in a camper for as little as $99 per month. And remember, when you buy a camper from Camping World of Valdosta, you receive a free Elite Good Sam membership, roadside assistance, and travel assist for 1 year.
All right, Tim, we're back here. 2 innings to play. Bowdon is 6 outs away from going to the Final Four, defeating Clinch here in Homerville. They lead 3-0.
Bowdon went last year too, so
did they?
Back-to-back trips to the Final Four. I believe I'm right. Number 6, Andrew Messer leading off here in the 6th for Bowdon. He's had a great series defensively and had a couple timely hits. Ground ball hit toward third, just foul.
Jalen's give up a few hits today, but he's hanging in there, man. You got to give him credit.
Yeah, Bowdon had him on the ropes that 1 inning, and
and he got out
center fielder Warren Stovall made a running catch in the right field gap on Ben Fortune, which would have probably cleared the bases. Foul back out of play. We'll make it a ball and 2 strikes.
Bring it home, Panthers. Pulling for you from Burt CPAs. All right, man. We appreciate them being a sponsor.
Sure do.
For Creek Box, Tim.
That was a little high for curveball. Evens the count at 2-2. 3-2 to Messer. Leadoff batter here in the 6th. Ground ball hit towards short. Landon Allen up with it. Long throw to first.
Oh.
In time.
Got him. I'm getting text. People watching it. I've had a text like that, but that weird.
All right, number 7, Carter Powell, your catcher up. Powell had a long double his last time up over the left fielder's head. Played it a run, so takes that first pitch for a ball. Pop up towards center field. Center fielder Warren Stovall flags it down for the second out.
And that sun's right in their eyes, too. That's a good catch.
So Griffiths retired the first 2 batters, and see who's going to bat now. They had 26 the last time. I'm not sure who's up. Is that 26
He's up
again?
Yep.
All right, that's going to be 26. That's going to be Kyler. Look at my card here. 26 is going to be Kyler Cole now batting. He batted in the last inning. Last time up. Takes a pitch downstairs. Last time up, he flew out to left field. Fine running catch down the line by Tom Langford. Jalen Griffith still on the mound for the Panthers. Pitched the entire game, giving up a few hits, but Panthers are still within striking distance. They're going to have to crank up their bat, so they've been silent most of the game due to the pitching of Braden Bowen. Takes that pitch for a strike.
Panthers have. I got them at 5 hits, Tim. So they've hit. Hadn't put them together.
A little downstairs makes it 3-1.
Bowdon trying to add to the lead.
Little outside.
That'll be a walk.
So a 2-out walk to Cole. Brings up left fielder Wesley Scales. Scales is 1 for 2. Had a single back in the 4th. Flew out to right field in the 2nd. Ground ball hit toward 3rd. Looks like it's going to be foul. Just inside. Evens count at 1-1. One thing we've seen from Bowdon this series is that they know the strike zone. They don't swing at many bad pitches. They're patient.
Another ball.
It's a 2-1.
Yeah, we're going to have a timeout here.
Coach Douglas coming out to talk to Jalen. See, he's throwing a good many pitches here in the contest. Kind of see how he is. A hot day. Checking on your starter.
And we have been playing for an hour and a half, Tim.
Been a pretty quick game, even with the action that we've had. So
he's going. I guess he got it over with, and we're back out there getting ready to play now.
Scales steps back in with a 2-1 count. 2 outs here. Runner on first. In the 6th, Bowdon with a 3-0 lead. Could be somebody warming up in the bullpen. That ball got loose and all the way down here to home plate. Good pitch, evens it up at 2-2.
Panthers trying to get out of the inning here. Get to the bottom of the sixth.
Ground ball hit towards short. Landon Allen on
Got
the
it.
run makes a fine running throw to first to retire Wesley Scales. So we played 5.5 here in Homerville with a score of Bowdon 3, Clinch County nothing.
Hi guys, my name is Nick Johnson. I'm the new pastor of Homerville Free Will Baptist Church, and I just moved here with my family from Oklahoma. Boomer! Sometimes life throws you some difficult things, and when it happens, it can seem scary, almost make you feel like you're all alone. I want you to know that if God is with you, then you can make it through anything. The Word of God says that He will never leave us, He will never forsake us. He will go before us. If you give your life to Him, He'll help you make it through those difficult times, and on the other side, you will be blessed. I'm so blessed to be here in Homerville. We love the town, love the people. Go Panthers!
Since 1972, Popeyes has been serving up mouth-watering, delicious, hot, and mild fried chicken and chicken tenders from its Louisiana kitchen. You know about our great chicken, but have you tried our tasty seafood? All of our menu items come with a Southern style all their own. On your way to or after the game, stop by Popeyes and remember we can handle all your special event catering needs. Conveniently located on Memorial Drive in Waycross, Popeyes puts a piece of Louisiana in every single meal.
All right, welcome back here to Creekbox TV. We are here for the bottom of the sixth. Panthers trail 3-0. Bowdon on top, trying to take that victory back home and make it to the Final Four, Tim.
Trying to finish this series off. They've played well this game. This game hit the ball, out-hit the Panthers about 9-3.
Just outplayed them, top to bottom.
Pitching's been outstanding for Bowdon. With Braden Bowen came in game one and got the victory with a couple innings, and through 5 he has been almost unhittable. Another curveball called for a strike. Generous call on that pitch there. Darius Dorr should lead off batter for Panthers. DH for the shortstop.
Oh, just a little
Landon
outside.
Allen evens the count at 1-1 here. It's down to the last 6 outs of the season to try to keep this thing rolling. Bowdon again came in with a record about
500.
About 500, but they played great competition all year long. So we told you before the series started, don't look at the record and think anything.
Sly win, 6-4, Tim.
Irwin County is going to visit Ellaville next week. 4-pitch walk, or 5-pitch walk. So Dorsey's on with nobody out here in the 6th. Door being cracked by Bowdon. Langston Hendricks, 22. Your right fielder steps in. Langston had a double in the first inning, reached on the air back in the 4th.
Let's go Red Devils. We got 2 or 3 texts coming out of Bowdon. We appreciate y'all tuning in today. Yep, this is Panthers running out of rope here, Tim. Good job by the catcher.
Carter Powell blocks a curveball in the dirt, one of the few that Bowen hadn't thrown for a strike. Getting deep in the pitch count both ways. We'll see if fatigue starts to be a factor. Bowen's control seems to be a little off here to start. The little off for him. He's been pounding the strike zone all day. 2-0 here to Hendricks. Takes one right about bell high. Down the middle of the plate for strike 1. Off the plate, 3-1. Hendricks has worked to count to 3-1 in his favor down at first. Darius Dorsey, who reached on an inning opening walk.
Oh, pretty pitch. He called it a strike, didn't he? Oh, I was wondering where Langston run to. Was he going down to first? So now it's a full count, Tim.
Full count, nobody out.
I was going to say that was right down the middle.
Yeah. That ball's a little upstairs, so back-to-back walks. Panthers are got something going here in the 6th, possibly. That's going to bring up Tom Langford, number 1. I would think every coach in America would tell you this is probably a bunt situation, down 3 here in the 6th.
That's about
nobody out.
Second walk today.
Nobody
Tim.
out. Well, that's second this inning.
I know it. That's it. He might have one more. It might be 3 then. Home plate is growing. We got that from the text. Hey.
Fertilizer will do that.
So we got some changes coming. And while he's out there talking, well, I think
Pitching
we're getting
coach
ready to
for
go.
Bowdon coming out, talking to Bowen, just trying to calm him down here and stop the momentum a little bit. Tom Langford, number 1 left fielder, going to be batting. I'll be talking about bunt defense as well. Bowen is very quick off the mound, so if he can get to the bunt, he could get the lead runner at third. If Clinch bunts, which is probably a good opportunity to do it with the situation in the game.
Oh, Langford will pop it back up high and out of play.
Well, that'd have fooled me. That's a foul ball, strike 1.
Tim, it's been hot. We're getting late in these innings. These kids are getting tired. They're running on adrenaline right now, so.
Momentum kind of hanging in the balance here. Clinch could swing it their way here. Ground ball hit towards short. Shortstop throws to third for the lead runner.
And got the lead runner, and he'll be out. Dorsey made a slide trying to get there. So that's 1 out. The Panthers they'll still have runners on first and second.
Another fine play by Messer at shortstop to throw and cut the lead runner down at third for the first out of the inning. The Clinch still were runners at first and second.
So I think he's going to walk over the coach for Bowdon, wanting to know if there was any interference. So
well, they've changed the slide rule a little bit. Darius slid and kind of came up on his left leg a little bit, but there's really no play at first. I mean, so it's not like he limited anything.
That's right.
I mean, if he'd have tried to make a throw, they may have an opportunity, but, you know, when you don't try to make a throw, it's no interference there.
Shout out to Kyle Hendricks from Uncle Benny White. All right.
So we're back at the top of the order for the Panthers. Still got 2 on, 1 out here in the 6th. It's been their most serious scoring opportunity for a few innings here.
One out. Panthers have made it to the top of the lineup, it looks like. Tim, pretty pitch.
Strike 1 on Stovall.
Pretty curveball. Back to back, right in the same spot.
Stovall behind 0-2. Another curveball just fouled off. Fine pitch by Bowen, who walked the first couple batters, but now has come back and pounded the strike zone to get a ground out. Now he's 0-2. The Clinch's leadoff hitter here in the 6th. Bowdon protecting the 3-0 lead. Clinch attempting to get back in action with runners on first and second. Curveball gonna hang high. One of the few times that Bowen's curveball's been out of the strike zone today. He's probably thrown 80 pitches and probably 55 or 60 curveballs. Wouldn't you guess, Alan?
Yeah, man.
Another curveball up and inside. It's going to even it at 2-2.
We got a shout out from Tony Hobson. Ain't nothing like drinking coffee and watching Creek Box.
We appreciate you tuning in.
Oh,
Fly ball to left field. It's going to be in play.
high.
Wesley Scales going to camp under it. Catches it for the second out of the inning.
Panthers had runners on first and second with no outs.
Nobody out. Bowen's done a good job recording the next two runners. Recording 2 outs. So Jalen Griffith's going to step in here.
Their coach is coming out. That'll give us an opportunity to give our sponsors another shout out, Tim. We got Valdosta Nissan over in Valdosta. Y'all go see Dale Ray. He can hook you up with a car. Tell him you watched it and heard it here on Creekbox. You get a $500 discount. Homerville Jewelers, Lolita's, the Shack Cafe and Country Cabin, Mike's Golf Cart, Burt Accounting, Camping World of Valdosta, Popeyes and the Dairy Queen, Lee Engineering, Valdosta Orthopedic, Homerville Feed and Seed, Farmers and Merchant Bank, Sam Shaw up there, we appreciate him, and the Elite Landscaping and Douglas Metal, Tim.
With pitching change for the Bowdon Red Devils, White Karlovich now coming in. He's considered one of their better pitchers. I think Bowen probably ran out of pitches, is my guess.
I think.
He had a couple innings yesterday, and he was nearing the count. And my count's not official, his is. So
now the rule is, Tim, if you're in the middle at the batter, you can finish that one batter, and then you got to come out. Is that right?
The way I understand the rule, it says 120 pitches for the series. Up farther in the rule, it states during the regular season it's 110, but you can complete
the batter.
It doesn't say that down below, but I think that's assumed. So a little bit of gray area there, but that's
a lawyer wrote them up. Barry would be proud of that, wouldn't he?
Yes.
Chuck Prater, the Red Devils, going to keep on rolling. All right. We appreciate you tuning in.
Karlovich is getting his warm-up throws here. Clinch was still runners on 2 outs here in the 6th.
And, man, I want to remind you to watch the Creekbox lineup on Sunday mornings. You can catch Brother Austin DeLoach at 9:30 a.m. and Brother David Johnson immediately after on Creekbox regular programming. Then watch the Trinity Baptist Church Sunday morning service live at 11. If you know of any church or minister that would like to be a part of Creekbox Sunday mornings, contact me, Tim, or Barry, and we can hook you up with that. We want to remind you that Creekbox will be starting our nightly news very soon. We need people to send us video clips of anything you think might be newsworthy. Just video on your cell phone. If you have any announcements you want us to make, let us know. We'll be glad to do that for you. Just call us at 912-550-5039. So, Tim, we're getting ready to come back. Kind of like game 1 here, Tim.
Yeah, Karlovich in relief. He hadn't thrown much the last 2 series, I don't think, but he's been one of their main pitchers through the year, so had a lot of rest. Jalen Griffiths represents the last chance for the Panthers here in the 6th, hitting with 2 men and 2 on.
Well, Tim, he needs 4 outs is what he needs.
What he needs is an out here.
That
would definitely make the 7th a whole lot different, because Clinch is at the top of the order right now, and if they're going to do any damage now would be the point in the order probably that you would think the best chance. Ball in the dirt. It's going to get away from Carter Powell. It's going to move runners over to second, third. So that pitch was in the dirt, and Powell didn't really have much chance at that one. So now the play at third by Messer even looks bigger.
Tim, I got a shout out. They said, why is Tate Kite playing for Bowdon, number 21? He does look like
He
Tate.
does. He's built similar. I think Tate's probably 5 inches taller. But
yeah, I know it. From way off, he looks.
I'm glad he don't hit like Tate.
Grizzard said, go Big Red.
Speaking of Tate had an outstanding year day back. Hit 7 home runs, hit about 340, and he's on his way to Georgia Gwinnett to play next year. Yeah,
I was talking to him last week. He was out here watching the Panthers, and man, and he's still growing, Tim.
He sure is. Former Panther Tyson Bell also on the A-back Stallion team this year.
Panthers trying to get on the board here. Pretty pitch. Bowdon has done a great job all day to limit the Panthers from scoring.
Zagarlovich comes back and makes the count full to Griffiths.
And Tim, it was 3-, what was the first game? 5-3?
Yeah. Chopped in fair ball. It's going to roll foul, isn't it?
Yep. And then the Panthers won 6-0 in game 2, so that's 5. The total points, that would be 8 to 9. So would be if you put all 3 games together. So that's how even the game is.
Yeah.
You know. It's
well, we knew coming in it's going to be a pretty even series here. Both teams very similar. So back after fouling that pitch off, Griffiths is full with 2 strikes.
Oh.
Another check swing, and to Griffiths' defense, that ball's at the top of the strike zone, so he's not sure whether to take it or try to put it in play. So Karlovich teasing him up there, throwing pitches that could go either way. If he didn't have 2 strikes, he probably would be taken, but he has to protect. Karlovich trying to put out the fire here. Fly ball hitting the right field, down the right field line, foul, and it's going to fall harmlessly. So
keep it going, Jalen, and all the Panthers. Love at Tiffany. Let's go Panthers. Roll, Red, roll. Wake the bats up. And Gage Stevens here. I just want to say I love my Red Devils. Johnny Drumlin from Bowdon. Love my boys. Yeehaw. Man, we got a lot of people watching.
A lot of people watching. We sure appreciate that. It means a lot to these kids. Fouled off again. That makes about 4 or 5 foul balls by Griffiths. He's doing his best, and Karlovich on the flip side throwing strikes. So runners are.
Panthers are 1 swing away from tying it, Tim.
Strike.
Oh, pretty pitch right on the corner.
Karlovich, a great pitch to get out of the jam. So Griffiths takes a called 3rd strike. We've played 6 complete here in Homerville. Bowdon holding a 3-0 lead.
Lee Engineering and Construction Company in DuPont, Georgia has been a part of the community since 1935 and is proud to support Clinch County athletics. The prayer of the entire Lee Engineering family is that our Lord and Savior will richly bless our schools, community, and nation.
You're watching Creekbox TV.
Dairy Queen is a proud part of our local communities and is cheering our sports teams on to championship seasons. Drop by before and after the game to say hello to Mr. Ash and his entire crew and enjoy the full Dairy Queen menu, including our famous grilled burgers, artisan-style sandwiches, and chicken strips. Cool off with our renowned smoothies, slushies, malts, and iced coffees. Try our fabulous desserts and take an ice cream cake home for that special occasion, or just to treat the family. Dine in or take out at Dairy Queen locations in Homerville, Blackshear, Folkestone, and Fernandina Beach. See you at the DQ. Valdosta Orthopedic Associates has been setting the standard in South Georgia for quality orthopedic and medical care for over 25 years. We don't get to choose when injury or illness will strike, but when they do, the board-certified physicians here will work hard to make sure you recover as soon as possible. Remember, Valdosta Orthopedic Associates has a walk-in clinic where you can get help quick, and special bumps and bruises clinic where middle school and high school athletes can get the best of treatment, even on Saturday mornings after the game. Valdosta Orthopedic Associates, Valdosta, Georgia.
All right, Tim, we're at the top of the 7th. Panthers trail Bowdon 3-0 here in Homerville. Welcome to
Pitching
Creekbox.
change now for the Panthers. Josh Griffiths coming in relief of Jalen Griffiths. Jalen probably nearing his pitch count. He's had some arm issues early in the year, or lately, so he's probably may have been just give out, to be honest with you.
Yeah, he's done a great job. He's a senior for the Panthers this year. But he'll go somewhere else on the field. They won't put him on the bench, Tim.
No, I'm not sure exactly where he'll go. I see him. Looks like he may be at short now. Yeah, we probably had to do that because
because you're hitting,
yeah.
DHing.
That's right. They probably killed the DH and brought Griffiths in that spot. That means he has to go to third or to short for the shortstop who was being DH for.
Well, Coach Lee, you got to put all your eggs in the basket now. You got what you got.
Bowdon opens the 7th. Lead-off batter, top of the order. Going to be Luke Rainwater, swings at the first pitch. And
we got a shout out from Andrew Hobson. Great inning, Red Devils. Bring this win back home.
that ball was behind his right heel.
And, Tim, that will make the ride up to Bowdon a lot shorter. You get out of here with a win.
We'll make the ride next week a lot shorter, too.
Yeah, I can't.
Ride up the road instead of being halfway across the state, back to back.
Probably an hour from Gordon.
Probably. I don't think there's any easy way to get there from Bowdon. There's not many easy ways to get to Chickamauga. I don't care where you live.
There's not a cornfield planted up there, that's for sure.
Not on a hill. Not the way that thing is.
Pretty country, though. Pretty pitch.
It is. A lot of people from West Virginia would like to live there because you'd have one leg shorter than the other walking on them hills.
And, man, speak of West Virginia, I'm sure Brad's up there learning. He's back in school somewhere up there in West Virginia.
I think it says in Morgantown, University of West Virginia. So Griffiths has got a full count on leadoff batter Luke Rainwater here. Clinch can't afford to give up any more here in the 7th. They're already looking at a 3-0 deficit.
Oh, got him.
Call third strike.
Corner. Good pitch by Griffiths there.
Ball must have one thread, must have caught that corner.
You see his mama's tickled about it. She's up there clapping.
One out here, leadoff batter strikes out. Number 4, Ben Fortune, your center fielder. Coming up, I noticed that Trent Estes, game 1 starter, running around to the bullpen to get loose just in case they need another arm, and they might bring him in. Don't know.
Good
pitch by Griffiths. Bottom of the strike zone, inside corner. So he's in ahead of Fortune. Ground ball hit toward third. Dive. Jaden Griffiths can't come up with it. So Fortune's on with a ground ball in the hole for
that'll be a
one-out single. It will. That's about hit number 10, isn't it?
That is 10 on the nose, Tim.
And number 17, Trent Estes, going to be batting. Estes is coming up. He's 0 for 3 with a couple ground outs. 3 ground outs, as a matter of fact. A little upstairs, ball 1.
Oh,
foul back, big cut.
That was.
He was right on that one, just fouled it straight back. So good cut by Estes. Can't quite handle it. Long throw to second. Fortune's going to get in there. Stolen a base by Fortune. The pitch was high, and then Kyle really didn't have much of a chance.
No.
So that's going to make it 2-1 here. Bowdon looking to add an insurance run or insurance runs here in the top of the 7th to make the climb up the hill that much harder for the Panthers.
Oh.
High pop-up. Going to be the second baseman, Brent Case, and Cam Sundren.
High, Tim, boy. That
makes the catch. So Estes is retired on a pop-up to second base for the second out here in the 7th. It's going to bring up Brady Bowen, who has been the hero of the game on the mound. He shut the Panthers down.
He has.
Was relieved of Wade Karlovich here in the 7th.
Man, we want to give a shout out to Mr. Adam Bell filling in for Daniel and Mr. Berrien today come all the way over from the other side of the swamp.
Yes, he's done a great job. Without him, Alan and I would be lost over there. We'd have buttons. We'd have that board smoking probably.
Yeah. Ooh.
Just inside, ball one.
You know, Josh has come in and he's
Done a good job.
He has, man, and he's just a junior, isn't he, Tim?
Yeah.
So he'll be back next year for the Panthers.
Line drive by Bowen. Looks like it's going to be a base hit. They're going to wave him to the plate. Long throw's going to be
and he'll get
late.
There.
So Bowdon scores the 4th insurance run on a clutch single by Braden Bowen. That's his 3rd hit of the game.
And that is hit number 11 for Bowdon today. Their bats have just been on today, Tim.
They've hit it. None of them cheap either.
No.
They all been line drives and long and
well timed.
Hats off to them. They've put on an offensive clinic today.
I mean, and there'd be 2 runners on all day when they'd get a hit. I mean, they have done an outstanding job.
They've hit the ball up and down the lineup as well. It's not just been a couple people.
I know all the fans up in Bowdon got to be excited.
Yeah, I imagine some of them hit their head jumping up to the ceiling after that one right there.
I'm telling you.
And hats off to them. They played a great series, and when the chips have been down, they've done what they had to do to take control of this game. Big cut by Karlovich, comes up empty. 1-1.
Of course, it's not over, but looking ahead, if Bowdon holds on to win, that ought to be a good series next week.
Well, they're familiar with each other. You know, Gordon Lee has seen them a couple times. Sometimes when you've seen somebody a few times, that makes them the harder to beat.
That's
because
right.
If you've had some success, your kids say, oh, you know, we've already beat them.
Now, when will that game be next week, Tim?
Top of the mountain.
I mean, what day will it start on?
Start on Tuesday. Doubleheader Tuesday, single game Wednesday with, you know, how weather is.
That's right.
You get up here, a lot of times you got rain in that part of the state, but that won't be long travel back and two. Either way, but Tuesday and Wednesday, and then the state championship would be the following Monday and Tuesday.
Where's that going to be? Have they decided yet?
It was in Savannah last year. I'm not sure that. I saw GHSA had some different sites. I'm afraid to really tell you because I'd be sending people in the wrong direction. Big cut by Karlovich. Fouls it off.
I think with Class A and it baseball, I don't know why you wouldn't do it home and home. I mean, that's
well, they're trying to give these kids playing in a big venue. The 7A is going to be played at SunTrust Park where the Braves play, and then
that would be nice there.
Then the AAA park for the Braves, Gwinnett is hosting some. Yeah, I think I heard Macon, Luther Williams was one of the places, but ball hit off the hands. Brent Kaysen makes the catch, so.
Not before Bowdon gets one, Tim.
Karlovich flies out second base, but Bowdon tacks on an insurance runs. We're coming back for the bottom of the 7th. Bowdon Red Devils with a 4-0 lead.
Elite Landscape Solutions is your local dealer for Mahindra tractors, XTV utility vehicles, Grasshopper lawnmowers, Steel and Red Max equipment in Southwest Georgia. Our family-owned landscaping supply company is focused on assisting homeowners and landscaping contractors with all of their landscaping needs. We also carry a variety of bulk landscape supplies, such as topsoil, compost, mulch, and rock. Elite Landscape Solutions. We're not just all about the dirt and rocks.
At Douglas Metal and Steel Manufacturing, we only use top quality steel and roofing. And with our on-staff custom designer, we can customize your building to best suit your needs. From large commercial, agriculture, or just a place to store your stuff. And it comes with a written 40-year warranty that we'll put in your hand. It's not just quality we stand behind, but we stand on. Call today for a free quote. Douglas Metal and Steel Manufacturing. We are steel #1.
All right, Tim, this is it. If there's any magic left in the Panthers' tank, they got to use it now, brother.
That's
down
it.
4-0.
Cats have 9 lives. We're on live number 9 right here for them. So, and Ian, I think he still got Karlovich. Karlovich is, even though it's only a 4-run lead, that's a long way for Clinch to have to climb up the hill here.
The Panthers, you know, looking back over the innings, Tim, they've left 10 runners on the base today. They've had every opportunity to score some runs and haven't.
They've had some opportunities. Bowdon's done a good job when the chips were down. And Bowdon just flat out hit us.
Yeah.
I say us, the Panthers. They flat out hit them. I mean, they've just
Yeah.
hit it up and down the lineup.
And that's cranking the fans up in Bowdon. Come on, finish strong. Andrew Adams and Maddox Williams.
Braden Bowen 3 for 3 on the day and pitched a whale of a ball game for 6 innings. 5 innings, I'm sorry. Karlovich came on in part of the 6th. Leading off the Panthers in their last chance, number 3, Kyle Hendricks, catcher. First pitch taken down low for a ball.
That was a strike, Tim.
It was.
Yeah.
Wow, that ball was in the dirt.
Getting late in the game.
Must look different when you look between them bars, I guess.
Strike 2.
Oh, and there we go, 0-2. Hamburger smelling good up there, I guess.
Oh, that was a good pitch.
That ball might fall for a base hit.
And it will.
It's a fair ball. So the curve ball, Hendricks is liable to hit a line drive over third. So Clinch County leadoff runner again on here in the 7th. So
one swing from cutting it in half.
Been some magic last week in the 7th inning, and yesterday games in 7th inning was. So 7 might be the lucky number for the Panthers. Don't know. Duncan LUTZ coming up, your first baseman. 0 for 3, 0 for 2 today. Fly out to short, ground out to short, and a walk. LUTZ pitched a good game in game 2 to get the Panthers to this third deciding game. Ball a little low and outside, going to even the count at 1-1. At the strike zone, so it's 2-1. LUTZ is ahead here.
We got a text from Isaac Christopher. Let's go, boys. Bring it home.
Fouled out of play. That's going to even the count at 2-2 now. Kyle Hendricks led off the 7th with a base hit. Panthers desperately trying to get something going here to try to cut into the lead. Fly ball, right field.
High. And it's right at our view, Tim. We couldn't get it nowhere. But that'll be out 1. He catches it.
Luke Rainwater hems up to pop up right field for the first out here in the 7th. So Bowdon 2 outs away from advancing to the final 4.
Man, and both of these teams have had a great year.
Sure
to
they
make
have.
it to the Elite 8, that's a big
That's right.
accomplishment, Tim. One's going on to the Final 4. I don't know how many teams in Class A public you have, but to be playing in the Final 8, that's pretty good.
That's right. Not many people practicing this week. Brent Casey at the plate for the Panthers, number 17, your second baseman. Flew out to center field and popped up to the first baseman. His 2 appearances. Karlovich on the mound, trying to nail down the victory here for Bowdon. Foul back out of play. Going to even the count at 2-2.
Brents is a senior for the Panthers. Been a great baseball player.
One of 8 seniors.
That's right, man. That's a big senior class when you're Class A.
It is. They've played together a long time, done a great job, had an outstanding year.
Ooh.
Great pitch by Karlovich just off the plate. Going to run it to a full count here.
Oh, did he come around? He's looking down. Nope, we'll draw a walk.
Held
Tim.
up. That pitch was upstairs. Brents started to swing but held up, so Panthers got runners on first and second. It's going to bring up Josh Piegler, number 11.
The pride of Manor. Man, we're one swing away from cutting it to 1 run, Tim. Panthers have yet to cross home plate. Bowdon has done a great job.
Josh Piegler today has walked a couple times and struck out. 1 walk and a strikeout. No, 2 walks and strikeout.
Bowdon fans are cranking up in Bowdon. Good
Big
pitch.
curveball for a
That
strike.
was.
Good pitch by Karlovich.
Panthers needing some luck right here. Oh, Bowdon trying to shut the door.
Panthers needing base runners. 1-1 count. Josh Piegler, third baseman.
Just a little high.
Make it 2-1. Karlovich has been efficiently wild, I guess would be a good word. He's been around the strike zone he needs to be.
Oh, pretty pitch there.
And now the strike zone will be back in it, so he's evened it up at 2-2. Sometimes pitchers like that are kind of hard to figure because you're not real sure exactly where the ball's going to come. You know with Bowling, it's going to be around the strike zone. 2-2.
Got him.
Swing and a miss. So Karlovich comes back and records the second out of the inning. That's going to
They get
have
2
Clinch
outs.
down to their final out of the season.
We have Jacob
Gonna bring up
Williams from Bowdon saying, "Go Big Red." Tim.
Josh Griffiths is going to stride into the plate now. He came in relief. His first plate appearance of the night.
It's been a great series between two
It
teams.
has. You know, Bowdon hangs on here. They were definitely the more dominant team in this game. First 2 games are pretty even back and forth. Bowdon's pretty well been in control this whole game. They played a solid game, pitching, defense, and very timely hitting.
Panthers have had opportunities. They've left 10 base runners on, but Bowdon just have played great defense.
If they'd have scored early, it could have made this one a little bit interesting. But when you don't take advantage of opportunities, another team can pedal out ahead of you. You just have a difficult time running them down, and that's what's happened today. Clinch has been able to pull off late inning comebacks all year long, but barring some type of miracle, I think this is going to be a tough one to overcome.
Oh, just outside.
3-1. Langston Hendricks would be next.
Oh, and Josh will draw a walk, Tim.
So the Panthers aren't dead yet.
The bases are loaded. Langston's 1 swing away from tying this thing up. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th.
Clinch has had a base hit and 2 walks put together here and making things a little bit interesting here with 2 outs in the 7th. Looking uphill at a 4-0 lead. Karlovich on the mound trying to slam the door here. Langston Hendricks looking to push this game to another inning.
Well, I can tell you one thing. Everybody's got their money's worth for this series.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we had a big crowd. We appreciate everybody coming out. Appreciate everybody tuning in. We've had a huge amount of followers, people texting. We appreciate you taking time to do both, the watch and the text, and let us know that you are watching.
Tim, there's nowhere to put this Panther, so
First ball down low in the dirt, so that's going to make it 1-0.
oh, and that's going
Ball's
to get
gonna
by
get
him.
away.
That might score 1. Nope, they're going to hold him up.
You don't want to make the last out at the plate. You're down
what it
4.
is?
Yeah, that run doesn't mean much. So
you're waiting on a big hit here.
yeah, I mean 4-1. Don't want to make the third out at the plate.
Oh, right down the middle.
Karlovich has shown and has come in. He'd get behind the count, but he can come back and throw strikes when he need to. 2-1, Langston Hendricks at the plate. Swing and a miss, 2-2. So Clinch has to do something here, or this season comes to an end. Fine season, and Bowdon would be advancing to play their familiar foe, Gordon Lee. And a swing and a miss, that's going to do it.
That's the ball game.
It's the ball game. So Karlovich comes in, does a great job protecting it, and Bowdon, much deserved win here in Game 3 of the rubber match.
Shut them out, Tim.
Clinch's season's over, and Bowdon is going to go on to the semifinals to face Gordon Lee
and that ought
in
to be
Chickamauga next week. The other half of the semifinal bracket is going to be Irwin County traveling to Ellaville to play Sly County.
That's right. So, man, you know, at the end of the day, that's 4 great teams left in Class A.
It is, sure. 4 deserving teams.
That's right, man. And y'all keep up with us here at Creekbox, man. Be sure to subscribe to your YouTube channel for new contents and upcoming programs. We appreciate GHSA allowing us to bring you the game here. And me and Tim has enjoyed it. And we want to give a shout out to all our sponsors here at Valdosta Nissan, LUTZ, Brown, Piegler, and Manley, Homerville Jewelers, Lolita's, the Shack Cafe and Country Cabin in Pearson's, Mike's Golf Cart, Bird Accounting, Camping World of Valdosta, Popeyes, Lee Engineering, Dairy Queen, Valdosta Orthopedic, Homerville Feed and Seed, Farmers and Merchants Bank, Elite Landscaping, and Douglas Metal. Tim, brother, we've got through another long baseball season. It's been a great one. I want to congratulate Coach Lee and the Clinch County Panthers for making it to the Elite A, and we want to give a big shout out to Bowdon.
Yeah, the Bowdon Red Devils, they came back and dominated Game 3, and they've got a much deserving victory and taking the series going to back to Bowdon. We appreciate everybody tuning in. Just stay tuned to us here at Creekbox to find out what we got coming up. We got weekly shows coming up, and then a couple weeks we got spring football at Clinch County. Not sure if we're going to do that one or not, but if not, football regular season is right around the corner, folks. Just get ready, and we'll be back at you here in just a short while. But we just thanks for tuning in and being there for us.
Well, God bless you, and Tim, I enjoyed it. We'll see you later.